Yeah, so trying something here. Um, it's kind of an idea that I've had kicking around in my mind for a while. I thought I'd just do a weekly thing if I can get motivated to keep it up. To take a game that I've got in my library, play it for about an hour, especially games I haven't tried before. Give it about an hour or so of attention, see what I think of it, get my thoughts on it, and go from there. So I decided for this one, I'd go ahead with Route 96, um, Mile Zero. Yeah, so I played the first game, Route 96, uh, and I really enjoyed that one. I played through it. I don't know if I platinumed that one or not on the PS4, but I saw this one. It was on sale a while back, so I thought I'd just go ahead and pick it up and just see how it went. Now, typically with these, I want to be able to start from the very beginning and just go through the the evaluation from the very start and keep it all on camera. Unfortunately, I ran into a game crash about 15 minutes in, and while I was recording, it decided not to save when it crashed. So, unfortunately, we're starting here about 15 minutes into the game. So, sorry about that. The game crashed on a transition, a loading of the maps, and it decided to just bug out in the middle of it all and drop me off back at my home screen. Not a good first impression, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, the game starts off. It just dumps you into this. I had no idea what the hell was going on. It was this skating section, and you were taking on the role of. You're actually switching between Kaito and Zoe. Kaito on a skateboard, Zoe on roller skates, and yeah, you're just doing kind of a Sonic the Hedgehog ring collection thing going on there. I sucked horribly at it, and I kept hitting things and getting kicked back to the checkpoints. But so maybe it's not a bad thing that you didn't see that on camera. But yeah, but once I understand what's going on, it actually was a lot of fun. So anyway, it looks like the premise here is you've got two friends, besties. You got Zoe, who actually is a returning character from the original game, and her friend Kaito. And these two are from very different backgrounds. Zoe is she's an upper class daughter of the oil minister of this country of what's it called, Petria. And Kaito, he's the son of I forgot what the class was called. I think just workers. I think was how they're referred to. Basically, you can draw the parallel with the immigrant class of a lot of countries. But anyway, the two of them, they spend their days hanging out together, and, just being teenagers, being kids, getting into mischief. And yeah, right before the game crashed, there was a cutscene where Zoe stumbles across Kaito talking with yet another returning character from the original. Big guy named John, who's a trucker. Anyway, I won't spoil anything beyond that, but so the point now at the game is, you know, Zoe has no idea what's going on with Kaido, and honestly, I'm not sure what's going on either. So we're here at this park, and I think they made the announcement already that they're doing Tai Chi at the park. So that's why everyone's doing like the lawn care, and you had those stage hands there. They were setting up at the stage for an announcement later on. But yeah, this it takes a little getting used to
Hello.
with the way that you have to
Just missed
center the
Kaido.
screen
I
around
think
your
he went down
choices.
those stairs if you want to see him.
But once you get used to it, it's actually a pretty good interface.
Of course.
I mean, graphically,
Kaido? Kaido's
it's
always
definitely
weird.
not top tier, but I think the art style works out pretty well.
What do you kids call it? That humor? It's an excellent form
And
of humor,
you know,
isn't
a
it?
lot of these dialogue options,
Well, I
they
should probably
claim
get
that
back
they're
to
going
work,
to have an
Zoe.
impact later on in the
That's what
game.
they pay me the
You know,
big bucks for.
like all of
So you want to ask me something else?
the tales of what was it called, the Tales of the Walking Dead, or whatever that series was called.
Oh, what did this gentleman look
And
like?
yeah, I'm curious to see how it's going to work out.
Oh, I see.
Actually, how much of an
Strange.
impact all of
I
your
made
little
sure to
choices
ask
are going to
Kaido
make
about that.
throughout the narrative.
Well, I should probably get back to it.
Because I'm
Have a
yeah,
pleasant
I'm
day.
definitely curious. So anyway, I think we're all caught up now. So let's just go ahead and watch on as I play this. So I'm doing all this recording after the fact. All the audio is after the fact here, just because I can't play and commentate at the same time. So I mean, hell, I can barely talk while watching. So yeah, bear with me, okay? Yeah, let's see, no trespassing. Ah, there you are. The hell are you up
It's
to?
just you. Cyrus and his Tai Chi cult are
Yeah,
always
it's a good
giving my
place to hang
dad a
out,
hard
right?
time. Today, I draw the line and blast music over the speakers. That should mess with
I
them.
love that
But I
plan.
need to access the speaker panel in the shed.
You just
Dude,
gotta
I thought you'd
figure out
never
a way
ask.
in.
So, like I said, we need to access the speaker panel in this shed. But I
And
don't know the
here I
code,
was getting a little
and I
worried
can't
that it was
ask my
going to be
dad,
some kind of
obviously.
like a giant fetch quest kind of thing where you have to scour the map to find one little
I feel
piece of
like
information,
Zoe Magic
like
is code
on
for
the
Zoe
opposite end
criminal
of
activity.
the park,
I
and
like it.
you know how a lot of games do that, where they'll just send you to the far reaches of the map just to pad out the playtime. I was really worried that was going to be the case here, but I had faith. I had faith that they're going to keep whatever clue you needed nearby. God, I so wanted to tear that poster down, but apparently they've got eyes watching. I already got yelled at once for tearing down posters and
Seriously, being
defacing them,
locked is
so
like your
probably best
superpower.
not
Maybe
to
there's
push
something
the
we can
issue.
use to get in. Something to help us crack that code.
Let's see, fireworks, those are always good. And what we got here? Oh, very nice. Let's see, what can we look at here? Garbage can, garbage bin.
This is
What's
way
behind
too
door number
cool.
1?
Come on, get in
Ah,
there.
a way in. Good, good.
Grab some batteries if you see any.
Ugh, propaganda. I just imagine the MAGA movement putting that up. Ugh. Let's see, let us find some information. We
Find
got us
the
a code,
yet? Come on.
and let us grab some batteries.
K and Z, kicking ass and taking names.
I do
Let's
love
try it out. Come on.
the 90s setting for this one. For both the games, really. I mean, I'm a product of the 80s and 90s myself, so it's a bit nostalgic. You know, seeing things like
That's what I'm
cassette
talking
tapes
about.
and you know
Okay.
the music
Time to
kind
plug
of
my Walkman into the speaker panel.
it mirrors
Got
the
the
era.
buttons. Nice. See that
So,
panel?
you know,
That's where the magic's gonna happen.
for me, it's
Cyrus and his
kind
codes
of a
are gonna
nice
pee
little trip
themselves.
down memory lane in a way, even if it is, you know, a
We need to
fictional
conduct all the power to the
kingdom,
box
right?
at the bottom
A
right.
fictional country. It's just, yeah. And here I didn't know what they were asking. It was like, okay, you need to make the current happen, but I figured what's going to happen was that as soon as you plug that wire in, that it was going to like either say a countdown, or that I need to change those directions beforehand. So that's why I'm moving the cursor around. I'm just like, okay, well, I need to set this up beforehand. Couldn't do anything with it, so eventually I got the hint. I understood that you're not under that kind of pressure. And then it just becomes a simple routing puzzle.
Dude,
And
okay?
whoops. And one more to go. Puzzle solved.
Is this
I hope I didn't
heavy
die.
metal? My children,
Yes, that's heavy metal.
bring me their heads!
Fuck yeah, it is. Okay, so we're into another one of those skateboarding sessions slash roller skating sections. It's a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, I sucked at it, but I actually really did enjoy it after a while. Once I got a hang of it, it was like, yeah, it's silly, it's stupid, and at the end it's pretty non-consequential, because if you fuck up, you just get to do it all over again from the checkpoint. It just affects your your overall rating at the end. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's kind of like those Sonic the Hedgehog 3D stages, where all you're doing is moving forward and jumping over things and collecting rings. Wouldn't be surprised if that's where they got the inspiration from. See, like there I fucked up. All I do is just kick you back a little bit, and you go again. That time I jumped too late. And I goofed. But again, no real penalty, just a hit on your rating at the end of it all. I like how they'll switch it back and forth between the two. Kaido with a skateboard. Oh, teenage mayhem. Gotta love it. yeah, I was just pretty late on the reactions here. I don't have that, what you call it, like Twitch response time. It's part of why I don't do competitive PvP gameplay, especially with first-person shooters. Yeah, I thought she was going a lot faster than that. But yeah, I just I'm really picky when it comes to first-person games, just because so much of the time it's like, well, you you know, you have to turn the screen and spin it around and get precision aiming in, in like a tenth of a second. It's like, okay, I have a really hard time doing that. Because I don't have the as quick of a mental processing as a lot of people do, and especially those pro gamers and such. So it's like I need to be able to see like around the character, so I have ample time to make the adjustments and get out of the way of danger, things like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you dance like the champions you are.
Do me a solid, Z.
But yeah, at least in the early part of the game, there's a lot of these a lot of this back and forth, where they just keep going back to their hideout, which is a construction site
Okay? I mean that.
nearby the park apparently, and yeah, it makes for a good home base for the two of them.
In your cereal, you know that, right?
But seriously, the whole promise to poison you thing is really kind of scary.
Sorry, dude. Guess I got a lot on my mind.
I mean, that's a really good friend, but I don't know if I could ever promise to
You ever wonder
to kill my
what's
best
on the
friend
other side?
just because he turned out to be a dick.
No, sorry. I guess that was confusing.
Well,
What's on the other side of the border? What life is like there?
Yeah.
You ever wonder about that, Z?
I hear ya. You ever just wonder what's on the other side of
I think about it a lot.
of the world,
All
of
those stories about kids
and
risking
the
their
next
lives,
country
hitting the
over?
open
It's
road
just
to reach
like,
freedom.
okay, well, what else is out
Have you
there?
thought about doing that too?
Hey, personally, I haven't really done much traveling in my life. I've been to Canada a few times to see my ex-wife back when we were dating,
You and I, we
and
could do that, Z.
that's all the international travel I've ever
always
done.
wanted to leave White Sands, do a road trip. And we could. But
It's
then
really not from
we
a
could keep
lack
going.
of desire to.
We could cross the border.
It's really
leave
more just
everything behind. Start a new life.
I guess fear is part of it. Finances also
Yeah.
a huge
no,
part
I
of it
hear you.
too, but I mean that's to be expected, right?
It's crazy.
But
Forget I said anything.
in in the case of my fears, I'm just like,
Thanks.
okay,
So, what
am
do
I
you wanna
going
do?
to be able to effectively
We never
communicate
did anything with the spray cans we
in
found.
another country, say like
Down for a
Germany
little
or France
hideout makeover?
or South Korea, just any kind of country where where
So what are you gonna make?
U.S. citizens will travel to, but they don't actually spend where English is not the native language.
That seems about right for you.
It's like, okay, well, sure, there might be a good number of people there that do speak the language, but will it be enough for me to be able to effectively navigate my way around the cities, not get lost? Will I be able to understand them with their accents? Things like that actually really do bother me when I think about them. I worry that I'm going to put myself into a position where it all falls apart on me. And yeah, welcome to my awesome graffiti skills. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And the controls are kind of goofy here, so I was pushing up when I was intending for it to go down, and down was up when I wanted it to be the other way. It was not working as I'd hoped.
Whoa, that was so fast.
So I just did a bunch of random stick movements with the spray paint can and
Okay.
called it good.
Give me just a sec.
Oh, yeah, I kind of wish I would have
I
had
think
something
it's
like this when I was
popular,
growing up.
skaters.
You know, just a place
Hey,
to
that was cool.
get away from
But
the world
I should
and
probably get going.
vandalize
Just remembered, I got something to do.
as desired.
What can I say?
Unfortunately, I really didn't have
I'll
that.
see you later, Z.
I mean, yeah, I lived out in the middle of nowhere, but
Looks like
all we
it's
had
just me
were
again.
trees.
What is up with Kaido? Kaido Lin, part team.
And when I was old enough to drive,
What is he hiding
we
from me?
had moved to a smaller plot of land where there really were no trees. There were a few trees in the yard, but it was mostly grass. Sure, the neighbors had trees, but that's their property, so I'm not gonna go over there, you know? Let's see. Wander the site again. Look around because I'm in like Skyrim mode here, where it's like, okay, there's gotta be something that I'm missing here to collect. There has to be loot. There has to be something more. Yeah, that is a very artistic looking desk, is it not? And again, I'm doing the. I didn't really mean to do this graffiti thing again. I just kind of got sucked into it. And yeah, I was just looking for any way to get out of it. Finally, that menu popped up. But yeah, I mean, I was really enjoying the story here. I mean, yeah, there wasn't a whole lot to it at this point. It was just kids being kids for the most part. You know, Kaido is obviously hiding something from Zoe, but she's not pressing him too hard about it yet, and he's being kind of evasive anyway. So it's like, okay, well, where is this gonna go? But it is, you know, it's been pretty good so far. I get nervous on these loading screens now because the way that the game crashed the first time. Yeah, I was doing pretty well in the beginning there with you know, with the arcade game in the hideout. Yeah, so you don't get to see it, but there's an arcade game in the hideout that's like that jumping dinosaur game on the old cell phones. There, you just hit a button and they jump over the cactus or whatever. Yeah, it's basically that except for a guy on a skateboard.
Maybe you could fill
It was silly and
My shift's about to start.
very much nothing to it, but it was it was a good distraction to get started.
Kaito is apparently ill and
So
can't
that's
deliver my papers.
Kaito's mother there.
Right?
And if the microphone picked up on that yawn, I apologize.
Are they? Well, never Here we are with a stack of Patreon
God,
times
she's
and no
trying to get
one
a
to
job.
deliver them.
It's terrible.
You? Oh heavens, no! This type of work is beneath you.
That's very kind of you.
Are you sure? This is like a job.
Yes, I'm gonna
Oh,
fill in for my friend
no
who's
reason.
sick
Bye, Madame
apparently.
Zoe.
Well, here are the papers. Good luck, Madame
And we're gonna
Zoe.
take some newspapers and we are going to go deliver them in a really weird way. I had no idea what was going on here at first.
Madam Zoe, hi.
And the controls were exactly opposite of what I thought they'd be. Because I am so used to the y-axis being inverted. So that's why I'm checking here, because I was really tempted to put it back to the other way. Because when I'm doing a camera thing or when I'm doing controls like this, I expect pushing down on the right stick will send the reticle up.
Papers?
Ooh, headshot. Yeah. The reticle is pretty finicky. Whoops! Sorry, I didn't mean to kill ya. That was hilarious. Hope you survived. Ah, assault with a deadly newspaper.
Madam Zoe has papers.
How's the ministry?
No need. Oh, thanks.
I mean, it is kind of fun. I mean, if the controls here would have been a little bit better, I've really enjoyed this part of it, especially toward the end. But yeah, it's one of those on-rail shooter stages. It actually is a lot of fun. But something tells me that I should have been
Oh, you're
firing
done.
a lot
Thank you,
more
Madame Zoe.
papers,
I was just talking to Mr. Lin.
because I only delivered like what, a quarter of the quota. So a little bit irritated there.
Kaito? No. Why do you ask?
We keep asking about Kaido, but he's not
Well, I should
giving
get
us
back to it.
anything, you know. So
Oh, if you'd like,
keep
you
bugging
can
his
check in on
parents to
Kaito.
see if they
I'm
know
sure he'd feel
anything.
better if he
you
saw
know.
you.
Either they don't know anything or they're not
Thank
saying.
You know where we live, right? Just down the
And
steps
you know,
there.
this is
It's one of
the
the basement
first time
apartments.
that we're going to go
Bye,
visit
Madame Zoe.
Kaido at his place. Like, how long have these two been friends? I mean, based on the way they interact in the beginning of the game, you'd think that they're, you know, like lifelong buddies who spend time together, you know, beyond just their home base hideout.
Do you do that a lot?
But if this is going to be her first time there, it's like, okay, well, why not ever before? But I guess I get it. You know, sometimes you're just embarrassed to let your friends see how you live. Knock, knock.
Z?
It's me.
Come in. Hi, Z.
Hey, yeah. Close the door like a civilized person.
Well, this is it. Not much to look at, huh? Thanks for lying, Z. I appreciate it. So,
I mean,
what are you doing
it's
here?
not great, but it doesn't look too bad.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I am so sick.
yeah, your performance leaves a lot to be
Thought that was a
desired,
pretty
kid.
convincing performance, actually.
I mean, I could have been more convincing, and
what do
I'm
you
not, I can't act for shit. mean, hell, listen to my voice.
swear. I
I
just
can't even
couldn't
do
deliver the papers.
a
Not today.
proper voice anymore.
You want to sit down? You're making me kind of nervous.
I just wind up with whatever the hell this is that you're listening to.
Look, it's just... Did you see today's paper? Tyrak celebrated in Colton City. It's total
Yeah.
BS, Z. Z, the
I
people
mean,
in
I
Colton
can
City,
understand why you'd be
they
upset
don't
by
like Tyrak.
a
In
newspaper
fact,
article
they
like that,
really don't like Tyrak.
especially if you know it's not the truth.
Because he doesn't care about normal people. People like me and my parents and all the
I mean,
workers.
I'm trying to
All he cares
believe
about
him
is
here
power and
because,
fattening his wallet.
yeah, because these two have been really good friends for I don't know
Because
how
it's the
long.
truth, dude.
But
And
obviously
another thing,
they're,
this
you
story
know,
describes Colton City as like a paradise.
they've got
See?
that bond.
It's not like that at all.
And it's a
There's
bond that you
poverty
gotta
and suffering,
gotta
and it's
nurture,
just kind of
gotta
falling apart.
gotta
That's why
cherish,
Aya
gotta
died.
fight for.
The pollution there gave her cancer.
And if that means believing what you tell me, hell yeah, I'll believe it.
No. Anyway, that's why I couldn't deliver the
So
papers.
just
Seeing his
yeah,
photo
just
and those words, it just made me
let
so
let me
angry,
help
Z.
you up by believing you.
Still not all the way convinced, are you? Well, then I guess I'll just have to show you. Come on, Z. I know you're not a little kid anymore, but just close
All
your
right,
eyes. You'll see, you'll see.
into another skating session we go. And here's where it gets a little bit
Really the place God
a
is.
little depressing, unfortunately.
I mean, Petra isn't
It's the
perfect.
Kyar that shows
This
Zoe
place.
the reality of the situation. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. La 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 la. I did a little bit on this time around, but I still have my shitty parts of it too. I like how they're playing off each other back and forth here with these sections. Yeah, it's really good, dynamic. I mean, yeah, they both play the same, but just see them play off each other. Kind of like when you have two guitars, the two vocalists in the band. It's kind of cool. I like how it goes that way. They kind of just they fire off back and forth between one to the next, one to the next. And yeah, ooh, ow. Yeah, I'm really trying to make sure that Zoe is convinced. Doing everything I can to
TVs.
get the two of them on the same page.
CNN is government run.
These set pieces are actually pretty cool, I think. I like them, even if I suck at them. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell was going on there. I thought that was a part of the background. Didn't realize that we were playing a platformer there. Like, oh, okay. Well, cool cinematic shot there. And we're flying. We are flying. Yeah, that's a great divide there.
Come on, Z. Open your eyes.
Yeah, I was not ready for that. Ooh. keep us on our toes here. But at least it's forgiving. There's no like game over or anything like that. It's just bump you back a little bit and try again.
Maybe he's right.
Damn it, that's what I'm saying. I gotta believe you. I gotta believe. And the schism is tearing open between the two of them. Different backgrounds, different perspectives. How is it gonna go?
Reminder, if you see any possible brigade activity, report it at once. Thank you.
Yeah, these propaganda messages from the announcer are kind of, yeah, just make me feel dirty all over. It's like, ugh. I can just tell that they're not seeing things eye to eye right now. Like, can we just be
I guess.
good
I
friends
wish you
still,
saw things my way,
please?
you know, but I can't force you.
Because for me, that's what matters.
I'm making something. Just a ramp for us to do tricks.
And I guess in this game
And
here,
this is my problem
I want to play
because-
through and do whatever I can to keep these two as
My
good of
dad
friends as they
says
can
only
be.
boring people get bored.
I think I based a lot of that on my own
You can be a
experience
very
from
demanding
when I was
friend.
about that
You know
age.
that, right? What do we
'Cause,
normally do when
yeah,
we're
growing up,
bored?
I really didn't have a lot of friends, but I did have a couple that were really good for me. And yeah, by the time I got to my
We can't
junior
do
year of
that.
high school,
Not all
yeah,
the time.
I had
I
one
know.
that
Truth or dare.
we clicked instantly, and we were
Surprisingly, I
inseparable
do.
for my
I don't know
junior
what
year.
that says about me. You go first, see? Truth or, you know.
So I kind of see a lot of that in
Truth. I like
in
it,
these
see?
two,
What's like,
at least as far as
you
where
know,
they start out
your
at.
biggest dream?
Obviously, the class differences
Again,
was
you
not
said
there
you were
with
bored,
mine,
not
but
me.
just you got that one friend that you just gotta hold on to,
No doubt.
and
Kaido and
that's
Zoe on the open road, raising
something
hell.
that I think
I
about.
can't wait.
I
All we
think
gotta
back
do is
on
get a
with
pass.
when I was a teenager, 16, 17, 18 years old,
Dare.
and if I saw that we were slipping away, yeah, I would fight like hell to keep
And
that
learn.
together.
Let me just.
So
Okay, good to go.
in a way, I'm doing the same thing here. I'm trying to stave off anything horrible. Oh God, I love this part. Stop yelling, kid. But maybe I will. Thanks. God, that was.
Satisfied?
I think that was probably the funniest
Yeah,
part of the game
maybe
I've
a
seen
little
so
bit.
far.
Okay, your
Just
turn.
random stranger just shouts back to them.
Okay, let's see. Got it.
But
Have you ever wanted us to be?
yeah, just like how
more
these
than
these two, yeah,
friends?
they're all serious for a lot of this, but they're also they're kids. They're
Really?
having fun.
I
They're just
mean,
being
could give it a
teenagers.
shot if you want it.
The stakes right now, they
What
seem
am I
pretty low.
saying? That'd just be too.
Now I'm guessing that later on the stakes are going to be
I was gonna
higher,
say gross.
as
actually.
the plot progresses. Particularly as I know what Zoe's role is in the original game, and
Think I'll go with the
how things
truth
played
this time.
out. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna do whatever I can to keep things
You saw
lighthearted
that?
and hope that they continue on as long as possible between these two.
That was
because yeah, they're
A family friend
They're-
from Colton City.
they're obviously they're a good pair between
He
between the
doesn't
two of
have a
them.
resident
They've got
card. We could get into trouble.
they've got each other's backs. They're an inseparable duo,
Just to get my parents and I
or so we think anyway.
about our family and friends. And he gave us some money too.
But
Z,
yeah,
I'm poor.
anyway.
That's why I have like the only basement apartment in White Sands. Dude, you live between Tyrek and
just,
Sonia Sanchez. It's absurd.
Yeah, this game is definitely from what I've played so far.
Yeah, man.
It's definitely
Now,
a departure from the first
It's your
one,
turn.
as far as
Truth or dare?
that one seemed more open-ended,
Okay.
as far as
Why
you
would we
know,
talk about being at the wall in
you
86?
would get randomly put into your situations. You'd always choose
Well, you
one of three
should.
randomly
I know it bothers
assigned, nobodies,
Okay.
and you just
okay. My
pick a
bad, Z.
character and
You're
go
not
from
ready?
there and try to make it to
That's
the
cool.
border. Whereas this one, you have two
Actually,
predefined
I should probably
characters,
get going.
and they're they have their established
Sorry,
personalities
I
and
have a few things to do before
a
tonight.
the relationship between the
folks.
two of them.
Look, we'll meet up later. All right?
So you're working off of that. It's like a lot of story-driven games. Yeah, and for me, it's enough of a departure that I was nervous about it. But so far, I've liked the direction that this game's gone. And yeah, this is the part where I start thinking about maybe packing up and closing things down for the day. But before I do, let's have some music. Okay, I guess that's enough music for now. We'll just head down the stairs and leave our abode. So, I'm gonna leave the area and wrap it up here. So, my final thoughts on this game. Overall, I mean, I've only played for about an hour or so, but I've really enjoyed it. I look forward to playing more of it.
Dear residents and workers,
And I guess that's where you come in. Would you want me to share any more gameplay footage, like a full let's play, starting from where I'm leaving off here, or should this just be a one and done for this game, and
Oasis
I'll play
Villas,
this in my
Straight
on my
out.
own time? I mean, I could go either way. If you'd like to see me keep playing it, just let me know. If not, I will play it on my own, and I'll have a different game for my next my next installment of. I don't know what to call it right now. I'm afraid. It's a thing where I can't think of a title for what to call this series. And if there's anything that you can think of that might help, just. I mean, one that I briefly floated back before I had my name change was just something stupid like Truthless Tries. But honestly, I've been trying to distance myself from that moniker for a long time, because moniker was that right? I have to look it up anyway. I've been Truthless 86 since 2002, and I feel like that no longer suits me anymore, so I don't really want to go down that route. So, anyway, if you have any ideas for what I could call this series, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to stop this here, and yeah. But yeah, before I go, I've been enjoying this game. It seems like a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing where the story goes. I don't know what kind of mini games they're going to throw at us from here on out. I know the first one was more about just seeking out shit and setting things up for the next run, so to speak. But this one just seems like it's more of a just the two of them, so there won't be a lot of that. Anyway, I like it, and I hope to not be disappointed as the game progresses and I get to the end of the story. So, anyway, I will stop this now, and I hope that you all found this at least somewhat enjoyable. If not, I apologize for wasting your time. Anyway, I'll be back later, either with a vlog of my own with my face, or with more gameplay footage somewhere else. Whether it be this game or a different game, has yet to be determined. Anyway, we'll talk to you later.